So this is my technical design video for Desynced. I'll be going over the key mechanics which I've used in this game, obviously to make this game what it is now. First mechanics I could go over is the start menu. The start menu is just 3D text. When you click on these actors, it'll either make a sequence and go quit, or just load the next level. A little look at what the blueprint would look like inside is shown here. So as I said before, once you clicked on it, it'll make a sequence of events happen. Obviously going over it will change the emissive lighting from the blue to green, and leaving it will reverse that. So another main mechanic is having all the rooms change the emissive colours when the room is complete, and the player will know when to move along. So if I stand on this button, it will send a sequence over, not a sequence, an event over to these walls, which are all separate blueprints, just telling them to change the scale parameter value of their texture, obviously, because that's where it's driving to. And a little look at what that looks like is here. Very simple, but a lot of it goes on in this game, and I feel like it's one of my main features, which kind of makes it look a bit more pleasing to the player. So one of the mechanics is each player having a specific mechanic. So one of them will have a blaster arm, and one of them will have a shield. What happens when you press stuff like the attack mode, it will fire off to see what integer the player is, and depending on their integer will do specific events which are related to their mechanics, such as fire out radius to show you where to place the shield, or just to see if you are the other player, and when you're holding it, see if you're charging up the projectile or not. Another base mechanic would be the lasers, and also the enemy projectile firing thing. Basically, what happens is I've set it up so it has a boolean stored on it, and if you want it to either fire a laser or just to fire a projectile, you would tick that boolean, and depending on whether it's true or false, it would charge up a projectile, or if it was false, it would fire a laser out and obviously work out which trajectory and spawn the laser blueprint along that path. More base mechanic is the electrical box, which if you would fire on it, it would check what variables or what actors you want to change in the level. Depending on them actors, if it's valid or if it's been selected, it would either make them open or close. And then the last mechanic would be the end lift doors. At the end of each level, it would check if both players were inside the lift doors, either the 1 or 2, and if so, it would close the lift doors behind them and show a end level score cast into the game mode, which all the collectible scores are stored on.